Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Music Sunday. That's how we feel. We'd like to begin this morning with our gathering hymn, number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Please rise in body or spirit. We will sing all 5 verses. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Venice, also known as UCOV. We strive to be a beacon of liberal religion and a refuge for all who seek a welcoming community. Welcoming committees are part of our message. No matter your color, creed, ability, or class, no matter whom you love, your gender expression, political affiliation, or religious belief. Here we celebrate our differences as we learned from one another. We strive to uphold our 7 principles, the first of which is that we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person. If you'd like to know more about this congregation and its many opportunities for learning, growth, and connection, please check out our announcements on Facebook and our website and calendar at uucov.org, ucov.org. My name is Mo Morrison, and I am pleased to be your worship associate this morning, along with Barsha Smith. We're glad you've chosen to join us today, and we welcome all of you in person and virtually. We hope you find something in today's service that speaks to you or sings to you. If you're visiting for the first time, we'd love to meet you. If you would be so kind as to introduce yourself, we'd like to welcome you personally. Do we have any first-timers, any visitors this morning? And his name is not Manfred Mann. It's Manfred Hohenegger. Welcome. Very good. You'll hear more from Manfred later. We do have some announcements this morning, so get comfortable. Today is the last day to donate hygiene products to CHAPS. It's also the last day to sign up for the revolving dinners. The sign-up is on the lanai. Our special offering today is for Family Promise of South Sarasota County. And Building Your Own Theology class with Reverend Amy will be starting up again January 31st, so sign up for that if you would like. There's a few spaces left. Judy Houston has an announcement, and while she's making her way up here, I will just mention that the pledge campaign does not officially start until January 15th. However, if anyone would like to make a pledge now in order to take advantage of a tax-deductible tax deduction on your 2022 taxes, please see Rich Canarelli on the lanai after the service.
Good morning. This is an announcement from the communications team. UCOG has a jam-packed agenda over the next few months, and we want to make sure you know about everything that's happening in our congregation. So tomorrow, Monday, December 12th, all of our members will receive an email survey asking you how you prefer to receive information from us. The survey will literally take you 2 minutes. It will let us know the best ways to communicate so that we won't hear the words, "Why didn't somebody tell me about this?" So please fill out the survey and send it right back via email. If you haven't received an email survey by Tuesday, you can let Sally in the office know. If you prefer to fill out a paper survey rather than do it online, come over to the communications table after the service at our volunteer fair, and we'll let you fill one out on the spot. Our goal is to improve the effectiveness and reach of our communications. Filling out the survey will be a great help to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy. Kathy Avery now has some information to share with all of us about a really fun event that we're going to have right after today's service.
Good morning. I'm in charge of religious education and most things Sunday. Today, we are going to have a volunteer job fair. So after service, I left my sign, sorry. After service, we're going to have some lunch out on the, not the lanai, right up beyond that, the port, the patio area. We'll have, for $10, you can have a sandwich, some chips, and a soda, and we hope you'll stay around while we set up for our job fair. And so you can come and get one of these cute little things, and if you fill in all the squares, you get entered for a prize. I have 6 prizes: coffee house, flowers, bottle of wine, a couple of other things. So if you get a sticker on each of these little squares, then you get entered to win, and I'll pull it at the end, probably around 12 o'clock. So I hope you'll stick around, have some food, and enjoy everybody, find out a little more about our service. Thank you.
We will now light the chalice with a reading by Marnie Singer. The chalice is the container, the space where the musicians and the listeners gather. The oil is the fuel, the hours of practice and the life experiences of everyone in the room. The wick is the instruments and vocal cords through which the music will flow. And the flame is the music which is created as if by magic. When the instruments are lifted, the breath is inhaled and the downbeat is nodded. May this flame ignite the music within us all. And we will now have some music from the choir.
By Pat Humphries, who is also part of a duo named Emma's Revolution.
Forgive me, I forgot where I put it. Today's Time for All Ages is called Something on My Face. Learning how to be in community. And I have to be honest with you, I have a lot going on today, so I forgot my prompt. You guys are gonna have to pretend for me, okay? Pretend I have something on my face, please. I need volunteers, okay, to be human mirrors. Hold on. They're very exuberant this morning. One at a time, I'd like you to act like you are a human mirror. You can stand near to me and say, "You have something on your face." Hold on. After you do that, I'm going to respond to what you have told me, and then it will be someone else's turn. You ready? Okay. Go ahead.
You have something on your face.
Nope. I don't have anything on my face. Sit down.
You have something on your face.
What are you talking about? You're wrong. I'm not going to listen to you.
Let me have a feet position myself. You have something on your face.
Funny you should say that, because you are the one who has something on your face. Any other volunteers? Oh, you want to come again? Okay.
Yes. You have something on your face.
You must be joking. I am an expert face washer. I have studied face washing for years. No?
You have something on your face.
How dare you tell me I have something on my face? You don't get to play with me anymore.
You have something on your face.
How dare you tell me I have something on my face? I'm going to leave the game now.
You have something on your face.
I have something on my face? What's wrong with me? I'm going back to bed.
You have something on your face.
Yeah, now they're getting silly. Everybody has something on their face, so why mention it? There's nothing we can do about it. It's always going to be this way.
You have something on your face.
I have something on my face? Thank you for telling me. I've been washing it away bit by bit, but I guess some of it is stickier than I thought. I really appreciate your letting me know. Would you be willing to help me wash my face?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
When you think about being in community together and what it means to be Unitarian Universalist, which response do you think was the best one? Which one? No, not which one of, well, you got what I said. Which one was the best one? Was it the first one where I denied it, or the last one where I said thank you for helping me?
The last.
Thank you. Please help me sing our kids out.
Giving is a sacred practice, and when you give to your church, you also receive. This being the second Sunday of December, we have a special offering, Family Promise of South Sarasota. Family Promise of South Sarasota County's Open Door program gives families with children that are facing homelessness a chance to get back on their feet. We support and acknowledge the core values we hold dearly, like compassion, justice, and equity. Supporting the ministries of this congregation is one of the ways that we live out these values. It's a way we share of our time, talent, and resources, and it's a part of our service since it is a spiritual act with deep significance. The offering will now be gratefully received in the sanctuary and at home. If you are participating from home, please click the donate button on our website. We will now pass the baskets, and we thank you for your gifts. A church is not the building, but a community. As a community of human hands and human hearts, we come together to share our laughter and our tears, and to bear witness and minister to one another as we struggle with life's sorrows and celebrate life's joys. We are entering into a time of sharing our joys and concerns. You may raise a hand, and John will bring you a microphone. Pat's got the microphone. Okay. Please share information only with permission and speak briefly so that everyone may share.
That's on. All right. Who's got a celebration or a sorrow? You can make me walk.
Hello, it's Kim McHugh back again. Yesterday, Matthew and I, after about a year of thinking about it, went over to St. Francis Cat Sanctuary and adopted a little 4-month-old girl. So if any of you have room in your home, in your hearts, and are thinking about it, they've got some really lovely kittens and cats there now.
Hi, I'm Nancy Ryder, and I would like to celebrate my husband Dick Pastor's 80th birthday, which, just like all fine Italian wine, he only ages better. And he still has black hair, I don't know. And our friends from church, the Knudsen's, brought him this lovely bouquet from Venetian florists that you see on the altar. I had other plans, but that was more beautiful. And Dick has really gotten into the UCOV community. He loves everything, all the parties, especially anything where you go to eat, and Meatless Monday, and he's very involved in his spiritual group. So UCOV has been a new home for him as well as for me.
All right, any other? No?
May the love of this community hold all who need love and concern. May the light of our community shine on the broken places of the world. May the work of our hands and hearts support, aid, and comfort all those who hunger or thirst for food or water, justice or freedom. May we never look away when we are needed. May those who are grieving be comforted. May those who are tired find rest. May the broken places be healed. May those who are filled with joy and laughter be abundant. Today, we welcome Steve Doublestein. He will sing Holy Now by Peter Mayer.
Hello. It's nice to see familiar faces, and there's a lot of new faces in the crowd, so that's nice to see too. This isn't the first time I've played for you at UCOV. I remember the very first time I played, it was for a talent show, and I've already had a request to sing that song, but I won't sing it today. That first song I sang was Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road, and I won't sing that for you today. But the song I want to sing today is written by Peter Mayer, and you may not be familiar with this song, but you do know one of his songs called Blue Boat Home. And so this is another song that he wrote. And this song teaches us that there are miracles everywhere. You just have to look for them. When I was a boy each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad. Miracles don't happen still, but now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is that there's anything at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy waters were at best, It barely wet my fingertips. Now I have to hold my breath, like I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down, but I walk it with a reverent air. Everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face. Say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come. Say it's not a sacrament. Tell you that it can't be done. This morning I stood outside and saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out. Now things have changed since then. Everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Thank you.
That was so beautiful. Thank you, Steve. Our first reading today is Why They Sing by Carrie Johnson. Singing is an act of creation, of bringing into the world something that wasn't there before. Singing is a natural expression of the spirit. At the same time, it can be soothing, energizing, sad, happy, angelic, or down in the dirt blues. It's all good. Singing is energy going out into the world to create more sympathetic energy. It can change the world. I sing to create an uplifting atmosphere for myself and for others. I sing because it opens doors inside and out. I sing because it helps me understand the power inside me and how to use it fearlessly and gently. There are feelings too complex to express in words that can somehow be conveyed through singing. Singing is alive with emotion, and expressing myself that way makes me feel whole. I sing because I can, and found it the best way for me to express my joy or sorrow, and I can sense that people are sending back their own feelings. But it also allows me to step into the shoes of the composer, to step beyond an intellectual empathy and imagine that I really feel what he or she wanted to convey. So even if the lyrics are not something I would write, I have a deeper understanding of another human being. Why do I sing? It feeds the soul. It brings me back to a childhood of singing, while doing the dishes with my family, or in the car. Our car never had a radio, so we sang as we drove along. I especially love harmonic chords and the sounds that are made as different vocal lines are woven together into a whole. Making connections with the choir brings an even fuller sense of community, with friends, with other UUs, and with the divine, interconnected web of life. Making music together is the ultimate expression of community harmony.
Our meditation this morning is from Rumi, the 13th century poet, Persian poet, and Sufi mystic. Come, Come. Whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. It doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come. Even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times, come. Yet again, come. Come. Please join us in 1 minute of silent meditation, thought, or prayer.
you, Lisa. Our second reading is Let Us Worship by Kenneth Patton. Let us worship with our eyes and ears and fingertips. Let us love the world through heart and mind and body. We feed our eyes upon the mystery and revelation in the faces of our brothers and sisters. We seek to know the wistfulness of the young and the old, the wistfulness of all people. We seek to understand the shyness behind arrogance, the fear behind pride, the tenderness behind strength, the anguish behind cruelty. All life flows into a great common life if we will only open our eyes to our companions. Let us worship not in bowing down, not with closed eyes and stopped ears. Let us worship with the opening of all the windows of our beings, with a full outstretching of our spirits. Life comes with singing and laughter, with tears and confiding, with a rising wave too great to be held in the mind and heart and body to those who have fallen in love with life. Let us learn to love. We will now have our centering hymn, 1, 2, 3, The Spirit of Life, number 1, 2, 3.
Jan Simon will share a few reflections on the history of that beautiful hymn, Spirit of Life.
Spirit of Life by Carolyn McDade is one of the most often sung hymns from Singing the Living tradition. The song started as a prayer by a woman who was trying to stay in faith with a larger social justice movement. But Spirit of Life slowly grew into a life of its own. It had become an important hymn for Unitarian Universalists. For many Unitarian Universalists, this hymn is a regular part of coming together. A creative Unitarian Universalist added hand signals. Some churches use Spirit of Life as part of their weekly worship ritual, as the chalice lighting or as part of the closing. It has also been sung as a prayer for strength. As hundreds of Unitarian Universalists gathered to prepare for the banner parade at the 2003 Unitarian Universalist Association General Assembly, a man from Colorado experienced a heart attack in the middle of the crowd. As medical first responders worked to save his life, the others gathered spontaneously broke into singing Spirit of Life. Spirit of Life began as a prayer by a single woman with no intention of it becoming a hymn for a religious movement. However, that is exactly what happened to it. In the hymn we sing, "Roots hold me close, wings set me free." In this case, the roots are the prayerfulness that is at the center of the song's creation, and the wings are all of us who sing it and spread it throughout our faith community.
Thank you. About a month after Hurricane Ian, I discovered this sermon. So I reached out to Reverend Everett Howe to ask if we might use excerpts for today's service. I explained a little bit about what we were going through and how so many people here have been struggling and working so very hard to rebuild lives in so many different ways, and still are. Reverend Howe was unfailingly kind, generous of spirit, and supportive. I thank him. The holy. Some words cause nothing but trouble. For Unitarian Universalists, one of these words is God. But prayer and church and holy are strong finishers as well. These words cause trouble because they reflect a tension in Unitarian Universalism. A tension between, on the one hand, the Christian tradition that is one of our roots, and on the other hand, our current position as a faith that welcomes many different theologies, some of which have had issues with the way that Christianity has used these concepts. Nothing but trouble. But a basic part of the problem with all of these words is that they mean different things to different people. For example, some people might think of God as a God with whom one can have a personal relationship, a God who answers prayers, a God who forgives sins. Others might think of God more abstractly. They might think, for example, that God means the absolute infinite. Some might think of gods in the lowercase, with the lowercase g in the plural. And some might prefer Paul Tillich's idea of God as the ground of being. So it's no wonder that it's hard to have a conversation about God. People are literally using the same word to talk about different things. There are similar problems with the word holy. And one of the reasons why I like Peter Mayer's song, Holy Now, which we heard just moments ago from Steve, is that it is about how his understanding of the word holy has changed over the course of his life. One definition is that something is holy if it comes from God or is approved by God or has some divine quality. Of course, that leads us right back to the problem of agreeing on what God is. But there's a second definition of holy that I personally find much easier to handle. It's this. Something is holy if we respond to it with veneration and reverence. Something is holy if we respond to it with veneration and reverence. With this understanding of the word, it's easy to tell if someone believes something to be holy. Do they treat it with respect? Do they treat it with reverence? The beauty of thinking about holiness in this way is that more and more of your life can be holy. Things become holy if you treat them with reverence. And this is one way of looking at Mayer's song. When he was a boy, holiness was something that came from God, that came from the church. Holy water to dip his fingers in, a morsel of consecrated bread, a sip of consecrated wine. But now he sings, everything is holy. A child's face, the new morning, a red-winged bird. He says that he walks through the world with a reverent air because everything is holy now. But I wonder, has he reversed cause and effect? Maybe everything is holy now because he walks through the world with a reverent air. This conception of holiness suggests a spiritual practice. Throughout the day, remind yourself to pause, to perceive where you are and what is around you, and treat it with reverence. For instance, right now, let's pause. If you are near a window, see the light coming through. Listen. Sense the space of air above and around you. Can you hear how the shape of the room you are in affects sounds? Feel the presence of all that is around you. The living beings, the natural objects, the human-made materials. Remain present here and now. But at the same time, feel a sense of all the many paths that have led us to be here today. How all of our lives have converged here now. Threads of consciousness from many different places brought together at this moment. Feel how this moment is holy. Whether you are a humanist or a theist or both or neither, whether you believe the holy comes from God or from reverent attention, whether you meditate or pray or find peace some other way, I invite you to notice the holy around you, the holy amidst us all. Alone or with others, the reverence with which you treat the world will enrich your life and may give hope where there had been none before. Today, tomorrow, this week, this month, remind yourself to pause. Be present. Find the holiness around you and consider that this moment and this moment can be the best part of your life. Blessed be, amen.
choir will now sing the Calypso Alleluia. We will now extinguish the chalice with words by Becky Laurent as a breath to song. As flame is to spirit, so spirit is to breath, and breath to song. Though we extinguish the flame in this sanctuary, may we tend it in our hearts until we meet again.
Our benediction this morning is as we listen to the blessing of music by Maureen Killoran. As we listen to the blessing of music, may we know this ending as more than a time of goodbye. May the warmth of this community and the memory of our chalice flame sustain our hearts and encourage our minds as we engage the blessings of life's challenges and joys. This service has ended. Your service has begun. Go in peace. Go in joy. Go in love. Our closing hymn this morning is a special one. Previously, a Yukov tradition, may love surround you. We're bringing it back. The choir will sing the hymn through once, and then we invite all of you to join in and sing it through twice. Please rise in body or spirit.